Coming up, a matchup made famous as Super Bowl 34. The Rams may have won that one, but it would be no stretch to see the Titans win this one. Next on Sunday Night Primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Rams taking the field, ready for their first offensive series, and led out by their new starter for 2021 in his now 13th season in the National Football League, Matthew Stafford.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won, and one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
On second down, it's Henderson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Out come the Titans for their first possession, led by Ryan Tannehill in his 10th NFL season and 3rd with Tennessee.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the Jets sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but you know.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. But when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Tannehill on 3rd down. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. On the ground, this is McNichols. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. on, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now it's McNichols. Down right around the 25. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Rodgers brings it in. And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Stafford on third down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 20. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here's McNichols. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Stafford.
They're going for Jefferson downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Colin Kaepernick, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Michael Thomas leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. And finally, on Monday Night Football, 2 classic franchises go at it. The Bears, the Steelers, live from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll go McNichols to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Again, it's McNichols as they stay on the ground.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. And he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On the run, it's McNichols. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least 1 more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a first carry for their fullback. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Stafford. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. He gets away from one. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the third quarter. From the 29, Stafford. He'll check this one down to Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. A give. This is Michel. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. From the 16, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out come the Titans now. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Now Tannehill. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, Tannehill. And he rifles one incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Tannehill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 52 yards on the ground for him so far. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Henderson. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff. Henderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Stafford. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for the Rams, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year.